Beautiful shot of Kingston and St. Andrew. It's the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex in the night. The lights are out and the crowd is definitely growing for this Jamaica Premier League encounter between Arnett Gardens, the home team, and Treasure Beach. We have the opportunity to speak to the coach of Arnett Gardens and the coach of Treasure Beach. Arnett Gardens coached by Xavier Gilbert, Treasure Beach by Omar Wedderburn. Let's hear what they had to say.
Xavier, you must be generally happy with Arnett Gardens' momentum so far. Yes, coming off of a loss last week, but 5 wins in 7. Those are the kind of results you want to produce consistently.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. You know, to be honest, I'm not totally happy with how we handle the situation. I mean, every game presents different challenges. I'm not happy with the way we handle some of them, but such is life. We are still in the mix, and that's important. And we just need a win tonight.
And to start the new half of the season in the playoff spots, how important is that? Because this is now the business end of the season.
I mean, it's extremely important, you know. And then you get a win, and we'll probably to see if we can bolster your squad and we're going to try and see if we can do that. We have some youngsters coming back also. So it's going to be good exposure for them. And we're just waiting until they gel right enough to introduce them into the team. But it's important we have to maximize on points now and try to build a momentum going forward and cement our place in the playoffs.
You talk about bolstering the squad. We look at this squad, obviously a quality team like Arnett Gardens, you'll have players leaving. No Kimani are going in the squad, but you get back one Fabian Parker Blacks Reed. That must be a big deal.
It is for sure, and not just as a player, but as a leader also. What he brings to the locker room off the field is important, and the maturity, level of maturity. So that's a plus for sure.
Omar, first of all, Happy New Year to you. How was the travel?
It was okay, you know, we have a nice New Year drive. The first time traveling since the New Year with the team, so we enjoyed the drive coming up here, you know.
A new experience for you tonight as well. This will be the first time you're playing Arnett Gardens, one of the stalwarts in the Jamaica Premier League over the years. How big is a match and an occasion like this for you?
Well, all games in the Premier League for us is a big game so far now because we are still student to the competition. I am a student to the coaching in the competition, so it's always a learning experience for us, you know. And yes, we are upbeat to come and play here. You know, Arnett is a very hard running team and stuff like that, so we know what we come here to expect and what we can do to prevent them from doing what they do best.
And even though you sit in 13th position in the table, Treasure Beach, you must be proud of how they have battled so far in a lot of these games. They have competed very well, even though you're not always getting the results.
Honestly, I'm not happy, you know, because playing good and don't get the result that you want, you know, it's just as bad as playing bad. You understand? Yeah, but I think we show we face 1 and 2 times in the competition, but we don't seem to get that final grip on the game itself. So, you know, I think this January window gonna do great things for us.
And you're looking to bring in players, of course. Talk to me about what it is that is missing them for you, because you are competing well but not getting the results. What are the kind of things you'll be saying to the boys?
Well, honestly, you know, we have more junior than experience, and to play in the Premier League and don't have a quantity of experienced players always gonna spell trouble for you. And I think that's one of the things that reaching us now, because when you really look on the game and the time that we falter, you know, an experienced player for the competition or a season campaigner rather will know to adjust themselves game by game. So we're trying to fix that, and this is the month, this is the time. If not, you know how we both are go.
Anyway it goes, you're always here with a smile on your face, enjoying the moment, enjoying the time. So all the best today, Omar.
Yeah, man, big up. Happy New Year to our SportsMax too.
Yeah, always a pleasure listening to Omar Wedderburn. Always has a lot to say. And let's see if the players will have a lot to say on the pitch, as there are a few persons who've made the long drive from St. Elizabeth, Treasure Beach in the parish, into Kingston, the heart of the jungle as it's called. Arnett Gardens, the home team, and they have the crowd support to boot. Getting ready for the walkout of the teams as we see the coaching staff of Treasure Beach and a few of the management officials with the JFF and functionaries within the JPL as well, making their way into the area. And the music is blaring as is custom at Arnett Gardens. I know you're a good footballer, but the rocks don't equate to great dancing, Chris Taylor. This one is an interesting battle for sure. How will Treasure Beach face one of the more seasoned teams in the Premier League? Many time winners Arnett Gardens in their home. How will Treasure Beach adjust to that?
I think they've battled well in the matches that I've seen. I mean, I know Omar Weatherburn is a taskmaster, and he's not happy. As he said, it doesn't matter battling hard if you can't get the results, but he's saying that. But one of the first things you have to do is compete, is to battle. If you're not competing and then you're still losing, then you have more problems. But he's competing well, they're battling hard, which is kind of his mindset. If you look at the teams he has coached at St. Elizabeth Technical and so on, they always play hard, right down to the whistle, resilient in their manner, the crocodiles as you would call them. But yeah, still, as he said, still a young team and not necessarily blessed with seniority like a lot of the other teams, and that has told when you analyze the 90 minutes why they haven't really got their results. I think it will be tough for them to maybe come away with a positive result here against Arnett Gardens, who are flying well, although they're coming off of a defeat. But yeah, the one thing that might move in their favor is there's been Arnett Gardens struggling with a bit of injuries at the moment, quite a few players out, and we'll look at that a bit later on. Yes, Fabian Reid is back, but some key players out as well, which can affect the chemistry.
Yeah, certainly. How big of a player is Fabian Reid for Arnett Gardens as he makes his return from India in a short stint?
Yeah, huge. His leadership, the respect they have for him, not only from the players' perspective, from the coaching staff, the fans as well. And his goals speak for itself. You're talking about over 70 goals at the Premier League level for Fabian Reid. So he brings that kind of quality to a front line. It's big. And he will encourage a lot of the players and drive a lot of the younger players in the squad to do even better.
Well, the match officials lead the players onto the park as we get ready for a new chapter in Jamaica Premier League history. The first encounter between Treasure Beach and Arnett Gardens, the newly promoted team. Players who, many of them have never played at this level before. Finally, they get the opportunity to rumble in the jungle. Arnett Gardens, they've done it all. And they'll look to keep that rich vein of form that they've shown in the top half of the table. It's time for the national anthem of Jamaica. The teams will meet now. Treasure Beach walking across to meet the match officials as well as their opponents today. Arnett Gardens. Captains are present, but for that, let's have a quick look at the referees. O'Shea Nation, the man of the whistle, Joshua Jackson, Keneal Wright, his assistant, and Carl Terrell, the fourth official. The captains, Fabian Reid for Arnett Gardens and Romario Smith, the opposite number 13. Here's a quick look at the Arnett Gardens starting lineup. Asher Hutchinson in goal. The lineup as a 4-3-3. Shane Watson, Javon James, Philando Wing, Gerald Neal, the back four. Rashane Thompson, Jamon Shepherd, Jaheim Thomas in the middle of the park, and up top, Warner Brown, Shai Smith, and Fabian Reed. They're coached by Xavier Gilbert. Here's the Treasure Beach lineup. Carlisle Holmes in goal. Jamara Hall, Jordan Nemad, Ryan Duan, Tedler Parchment is back four. 5 up top. 5 in the middle, Damon Herrera, Romario Smith, Corton Wright, Tavar Thompson, Lorenzo Lewin, and the lone striker, Shanoy Smith.
4-5-1 is what Treasure Beach will play. Their leading goal scorer is their defensive midfielder, actually, Romario Smith, alongside Lorenzo Lewin, who also has two, probably scored one of the goals of the season there, number 15, Lewin. The last time we saw Treasure Beach, which was at the Stadium East Field, a nice finish it was. It was a 4-1 loss to Waterhouse. Actually, probably the worst game I've seen Treasure Beach play this season. I'm not sure if it was stage fright. We'll tell after today. But apart from that, they've done well. There's Fabian Reed back with the captain's armband and into the lineup. But yeah, Treasure Beach will need to start well. Definitely against this team. 3 matches, 3 game weeks in a row now they've gone without scoring, Treasure Beach, so that's a big deal for them. Still stuck on 9 goals throughout the entire season.
O'Shea Nation sends this game into the green go-ahead light, and Treasure Beach trying to get the early ascendancy. On the ball is Ryan Duar. Plays it out for a throw-in for Arnett Gardens.
Now, is he actually giving them an extra goal? Maybe it's a sign of things to come. It's actually 8 they have scored all season, Treasure Beach, and none in 3 weeks, 3 match weeks. So a pair of 2-0 losses and a 1-0 loss at the hands of Cavalier.
Xavier Gilbert, the head coach of Arnett Gardens, also a part of the Reggae Girls setup, the interim head coach. Has had quite a few titles at the school girl level with Excelsior. Ball played forward for Reed. Didn't get control on it. Here's Treasure Beach trying to build up from the back.
Still decided to go with a 4-3-3 formation on it.
Good run from Treasure Beach here. And Neil there getting the crucial intervention for Arnett Gardens. Can they go the other way? On the ball is Shepherd. Goes the way of Shea Smith now. Smith gets it across. Crucial touch from Holmes in goal for Treasure Beach. It certainly has been an interesting watch so far in the opening 2 minutes.
Nearly found its way to Reed. And yeah, quite a makeshift team this today for Xavier Gilbert, but yeah, Omar Wedderburn, his usual anger from the start. Wants his team to put their best foot forward right from the get-go. They will play hard right throughout though, Treasure Beach, I can assure you that. You haven't seen the mascot today, have you though, Dean? Is he missing in action? The crocodile.
Yeah. Was unable to cross the waters, it seems. Tedler Parchment there with that aggressive charge into Gerald Neal. Of course, that's Gerald Neal Jr.
Spent quite some time on the bench, has now worked his way back into the starting lineup. No Joel Cunningham today, their regular team captain, out with injury and centre-back. Their spine heavily affected. Marlon Martin, their big defensive midfielder, who's been one of their players of the season, for the last couple of years. He's out injured as well. There is Cunningham. Well, there's DeAndre Cunningham and Joel Cunningham. Both absent. Joel, of course, the regular team captain. DeAndre has actually played in a wing-back position for them. The St. Lucian. Shanoy Evans also out with injury. You might know by now that Kimani Arboin has taken his talents to Africa. He's actually in Tanzania, is where he's playing in the Premier League there. So we certainly wish him all the best, and I'm sure Arnett Gardens do as well. Not many Jamaican players would have gone to play Premier League football in Africa.
In Africa, yeah.
So that's a new experience. I'm sure a lot of persons will be waiting or listening to hear and see how that goes for him.
And if it goes well enough, I'm sure more Jamaican players will have the interest to go there as well.
There's Shanoy Evans, St. Lucian national, injured. Now we're playing the right back position. In fact, the person who came in for him, Rashawn Amos, is actually out as well, not in the starting lineup for Arnett Gardens. So quite a few changes. And of course, with so many changes, you have to wonder how the chemistry will be affected. Anyhow,
here's Fabian Reed. Parchment trying to press the issue for Treasure Beach, but in control is Arnett Gardens. Watson with a searching ball. Gets the Reed. Reed tries to shoot, but that was charged on quickly. Here's Thompson. Turns well. Ball through to Shea Smith. Good defensive work that from Tamara Hall for Treasure Beach.
Yeah, excellent challenge there from Hall. Putting the body on Shea Smith, and had he not done that, Smith would have had an open attempt on his favoured left side. But yeah, Arboin playing in Africa wouldn't be the first time this season that a Jamaican is breaking new ground. Of course, we do know Trevante Stewart, first player from Jamaica to play in Italy. He was actually in action today. It was his first start for his club, Salernitana, in the Serie A. They're actually currently at the foot of the table, and it didn't go too well. He got the first start against Juventus. Lost by 6-1, even though they scored the first goal. But yeah, big deal for him to get his first start and his 4th appearance of the season.
Here's Treasure Beach on the ball now. Gave it away, but haven't really settled in possession. Treasure Beach, Arnett Gardens trying to build up, but most of their plays have been disrupted as well.
Very interesting to see how they started. I actually think it might not be a bad thing that Arnett Gardens have been forced to somewhat use new players in their squad.
Here's Treasure Beach trying to get the shot off. It was off target from the captain, Romarius Smith there.
Asher Hutchinson between the sticks. Eric Edwards, another player who is out because of injury. Saw him in the stands earlier. He's injured as well, Edwards. Looking on, supporting the team. There is Eric. But yeah, Asher Hutchinson, the Dintil goalkeeper. Standout. Made it to the semi-finals of the Da Costa Cup, the Dintil, and Hutchinson was the man between the sticks. getting a big start today.
Here's Neal. Shepherd lifts it to Smith, but was beyond him. It's a throw-in for Treasure Beach. Treasure Beach trying to go forward through Lewin. Broken up. Smith now on the ball. Fast forward was way where it went. Only to Shane Watson in the heart of the Arnett defense. They try to push forward now. Does Arnett. Thompson on the ball. Here's Watson now. Shea Smith was trying to get that in, but was hindered either. Watson. Thompson was trying to connect with Reed, but it went all the way to Holmes in goal for Treasure Beach. Louis for Treasure Beach. Here's Smith. Was trying to release Shanoy Smith on that occasion. They go the other way. Arnett. Here's Reed. Still Reed. Smith now. Cross comes and easily handled by Carlisle Holmes. Lewin trying to step forward for Treasure Beach. Played out of touch. Tavar Thompson was the intended target. They got the Arnett Garden support certainly here, and the drum corps making their presence heard. Does add a lot to every match, doesn't it? Lewin doing well there to turn away out of pressure. Here's Corton Wright trying to lift it forward, but Asher Hutchinson good with his feet as well, able to hold on to that one easily. Neal. Thomas was trying to release Shea Smith. The corner kick they win. Arnett Gardens. Shepherd with the corner kick. And Shea Smith there chesting it towards goal, but ended up going wide and no one was at the back post. booted upfield by Holmes. Lewin takes a throw in, gets the return ball, tries to go down the byline, gets another throw, takes it quickly. Parchment on the ball, guarded by Watson, played it back. Shepherd trying to stab it forward for Reed, but Treasure Beach able to keep possession. Dwyer was trying to connect there, but that was headed back to Treasure Beach, and they reset from the back. Hall. Dwyer. Shanoy Smith didn't have enough turbo to get to that one. Here's Watson. Central defensive partner there, Gerald Neal. Smith. Shepherd. Thomas gets through, almost through to Fabian Reed. They still have possession. Here's Shepherd once more. Lifts it up, and it's again above Shea Smith. It's a throw in for Treasure Beach. But he was offside as well. Here's Smith. Arnett Gardens with the line share possession, 58%. Good defensive work, that from Dwyer. Playing it forward for Parchment, but again, that was overcooked. After Hutchinson to Shane Watson. Here's Shepherd. Back to Watson. Did manage to get through to Fabian Reed. Shepherd has space. They've been giving Arnett a lot of space in the middle of the park. Has a Treasure Beach. Ball lifted in the area, but Holmes was behind it. Arnett Gardens keeps possession and large parts controlling the tempo of this one. Wing with the throw in. Here's Thompson. Lewin doing well to get possession, playing it forward for Parchment. Neal had to poke it out for a corner kick, and Treasure Beach will have their corner, first of the game for them. Here's Lewin with the corner kick. Bit low. And eventually cleared. So throwing for Treasure Beach. Dwyer on the ball. Showed too much on that occasion. They get away with it now through Shine Thomas. He's past the Fabian Reed. Trying to swing it, gets it across. And Warner Brown just couldn't get the first touch.
Controlled it, did Warner Brown, but he probably wanted to touch that slightly in front of him, so the momentum would have taken him into the shot. It forced him to have to make a second touch to set up the strike, and by that time he was closed down. 2 goals already this season for Warner Brown. Of course, Fabian Reed hasn't played all season, so he's yet to get off the mark, coming off a big season last year, equaling his best season of 16 goals he scored in the Premier League last year. Ended up 3rd in the table with 16. Of course, Colin Anderson and Trevante Stewart ahead of him.
Here's Shepherd trying to get the go-ahead goal.
It's got to be a card.
There's going to be a card for Damian Herrera.
That point, you'd have to say Shepherd would have been on goal. Necessary challenge. He knew what he was doing, Herrera. Just cut him down, and he's disgusted at the work of his teammates. He'll now need to be very careful. Attacking midfielder Herrera. This might slightly suit a left footer with the angle. I'm thinking Shea Smith might be interested. Phil on the wing is also there, who is left-sided.
Watson and Shepherd also in the conversation. Seems as if Watson is perhaps more a spectator. Let's see. Well, he's the one setting the ball.
Wing wants it. I'm thinking it's probably the wing.
Watson, he's now resetting the ball. It's Watson or wing. Gets the 3-point conversion in another sport.
That was more comical than anything else from Shane Watson.
Has North American aspirations, I'm sure.
Xavier Gilbert sees the funny side of it. I think that they ended up in the school compound of Charlie Smith next door.
Ball given right back to Arnett Gardens. Here's Smith slipping it through for Thompson. And Nemad was right there to clear the lines.
Shaheem Thomas running on there with the left-footed strike. Skillful player, Thomas. 3 goals already this season. He actually is the leading goal scorer in the squad because, of course, Kimani Arboin, gone to Africa, was their leading goal scorer with 5 goals.
Here's a corner kick for Arnett Gardens. Lifted in the area, but played out. Arnett with possession through Philander wing now. Has Shepherd and others for company. Goes more central to Shane Thompson. Here's Shanoy Smith trying to play it forward. But Parchment was offside for Treasure Beach. Here's Neal to James. Warner Brown was trying to make something of that one, but Holmes had other ideas. Here's Treasure Beach trying to press the issue. Gets it to the captain, Smith. Spreads it farther wide. Smith, again Shanoy Smith, gets it across. But it had too much pace in it. And too much height as well. Wing plays it forward, trying to connect with Shea Smith. Call does go the way of Arnett Gardens. Fabian Reed trying to get through there, but Nemad showing good presence. Hutchinson coming way out and showing his ball handling skills. Blasting it away for throw-in. Rather impetuous, to the amazement of everyone, including the ball boy who he almost smashed there. th minute of play for this one. Neal trying to push it forward, but will be headed away by Treasure Beach. Goes the way of Thompson now. Lewin. Smith, captain, gave it away to Warner Brown. Here's Fabian Reed trying to dance around one, gets the call as he was brought down. Another look at it. Nemard was there, has been tasked with marking Fabian Reed. Wouldn't imagine Watson behind this one. Shea Smith now perhaps fancies this distance a bit more. Here's the kick, straight to the wall. Doing its job. Still Smith in possession. To wing, all the way to James. Here's Gerald Neal. Watson gets Shepherd involved. That was charged down. Wing. Ball through to Smith. Shea Smith turns inside, gets the shot off, but charged down court right. Calms proceedings down, but they give it away. Warner Brown trying to weave his way, but they've been rather nippy defensively, Treasure Beach, and ensuring that no space is given, but that had to be headed out by Nemard. It's a corner kick for Arnett Gardens once more. Yo. 32nd minute of play. Corner kick for Arnett Gardens. Philander Wing standing behind it. Deep behind, and Neal got the header on. Couldn't get it on target though.
Yeah, ended up right under it. Credit to Neal though, kept his eye on the ball, kept looking at them right throughout. Gerald Neal, and yeah, just look at this delivery here. High one from Wing, not his best, but Neal kept his eye on it right away. And yeah, probably disappointed that he didn't hit that into the roof of the net. Got under it. And a man who's played beside him for some time is with Janae. Shanoy Evans, what does he have to say?
Thank you, Chris. I am here with Shanoy Evans. He's a midfielder for this Arnett team, but isn't playing football right now. I need you to tell me what's going on. What's going on?
Currently, I'm injured. I've been out for. This will be the second game that I was out for. Got injured in a squad match on Saturday morning.
So you basically missed two matches. You should have been the one game against Portmore and today.
This one, yeah.
Okay, so I know you and Fabian Reed are two of the oldest in this squad. Did you give them a pep talk before they came out on the pitch today?
Normally I always talk to them. I'm always a part of the team because I help them with rapping and stuff, like with their foot. So yeah, we always talk to them and we try to encourage them to just do the right things. and just play.
Well, it sounds to me like you know a thing or two about physiotherapy, right?
Yeah, I have a certificate in first aid, so normally I just try to help and do what I can for the team at any given time or chance that I get.
Well, we did talk about Fabian Reed. He's back in the squad. How do you feel about that?
I feel good. It brings a certain confidence to the players, some the experience, goals. I just think that right now they just need to just play with him because he's going to bring them into play. So it's a great thing to have him back. Although it's unfortunate for him himself, but a good thing for the team.
Well, before we go, because I know this match is interesting and we've been talking about it, but last year you said that Arnett Gardens was going to win. Everywhere you've been, you've won a championship. Last year you were so close, but yet so far, do you think it's possible for the team this year?
It's possible, but our team last year did really strong. We'd have one strong energy. I think right now the team is like out of balance in a way. So the coach is searching for that balance. I don't know if he'll find it or when he's going to find it, but eventually we will get there.
Okay, well, they're searching for the balance at Arnett Gardens. It maybe is Shanoy Evans, but probably he needs to get back on the pitch. But let's see what happens with the team in this match against Treasure Beach. Back to you, Chris and Dean.
Thank you so much, Janae. Breaking play as Tavar Thompson for Treasure Beach was being treated.
Here this evening, so we need 5 contestants for a free basket.
Download the SportsMax app today. Get on the Google Play or the Apple App Store and watch Jamaica Premier League action and so much more. Here's Smith. His cross cut out and managing to poke it forward, but gives up a throw. Thomas, the shepherd. Thompson swung it further wide. It's to be James. Comes inside and shoots. There were some paused glottal sounds as more persons recognized that the goal wasn't done.
First the drink, tree, and cool. Water will, of course, get one of the 3 gift baskets on offer.
Voted fought by Holmes. Parchment did manage to get the pass on to Shanoy Smith, but timed the challenge there.
Interesting talk that with Shanoy Evans, of course, born in Micoud, St. Lucia, actually plays for St. Lucia. You could probably pick up the accent as well. Plays for the St. Lucia national team. We'll be making great strides in the Eastern Caribbean in the Nations League.
Here's Smith trying to make some strides, gets it across, but still very much alive. Warner Brown on the ball.
Saying that Arnett Garden is still trying to find that energy. And I guess what he would have meant is that quite a few players have come out of the system suffering with injuries, so still trying to find the right combination. As he said, big deal for Fabian Reed to come back, because even if there's a problem in terms of the gelling of the team, a man with the respect that he has and his seniority, his leadership, he will help these players to gel once again and hopefully to find back that energy.
I'm sure you make mention too of some of the players who've left, such as Ajuma Johnson, Demar Deacon.
Yes.
Yeah. Who was a vibe by his own self. Here's the corner kick.
In England, they would have said a cult hero.
He really is.
Deacon is now applying his trade elsewhere at Mount Pleasant. Ajuma Johnson is with Harbour View. he has so much quality, generally, Arnett Gardens, that you always know when they field a team, you have to look out for them and be careful. But yeah, Shania Evans needs to recover the right back, 28 years of age now. And as he said, one of the senior players. I like the fact that he mentioned that, you know, even though he's injured and out of it, he still comes, helps to take care of the players, has a certification in first aid, so he helps with the wraps and so on. That is important as a senior player, as an older player as well, to give back, not just because you're injured and not playing, but it shows his interest. Genuine.
Smith has an interest in the back of the net. He was very close there.
Probably about his third shot now, Shea Smith. Still waiting for his cleanest connection. This time it was with the left. And it wasn't far away. Scuffed it though. But yeah, just past the upright. Scrambling was Holmes.
Yeah. Here's a Treasure Beach through Corton Smith. Ball forward, but Neil should get there. Gives up a throw. Herrera takes it quickly. Here's it from Mario Smith. Tries a switch. It had to be headed away. It's out for a throw-in. Still on the wing there doing the defensive work.
Here the Arnett Gardens team complaining about the throws. I actually thought they're borderline, actually. I was surprised that the previous one on the other side of the field wasn't called for foul throw. They've already had one called against them. Just need to be careful with that. Certainly at this level, that shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah. Warner Brown was there trying to fire through, but eventually the ball did go all the way to Carlisle Holmes. Watson up. Shea Smith was trying the dummy there, but managed to work somewhat. Got a throw in. Dwyer wasn't prepared for that. Fabian Reed. Thompson. Here's Herrera. Smith trying the long ball to bring Shanoy Smith into play. His attempted cross to Parchment was cut out. It's still with Romario Smith, the captain. Was fouled by James. Lifted in the area and Shepherd playing it forward. Watson. Wing. Shepherd back to wing. Wing goes all the way back to Hutchinson. Neymar did well there to read that. Ball Played forward for Smith. Can he get the delivery? Smith headed in the area, headed away by Watson. And O'Shea Nation there was on hand. And Treasure Beach, they're feeling for some calls there, but none went their way. Here's another look at what was happening. Parchment was roughed up there.
Yeah, O'Shea Nation was in an excellent position, though, must be said. I think he made the right call. I think ball on both occasions. You have to expect some form of physicality. This is a contact sport, but I think the ball was played, not the man, and fair challenge on both accounts. In fact, it might have even been a foul on Neil. And then Shepherd with the second one. I think they're certainly looking for that. Treasure Beach. No penalty there for me.
Just at the stroke of first 45 minutes.
Official indicate 1 minute to be added to the first half.
Only a minute to be added to the first half. I'm sure Treasure Beach wouldn't mind going, either team wouldn't mind going 0-all, certainly. Both would mind a goal. Can Arnett Gardens get it here? Fabian Reed on the ball. Play cut out there by Lorenzo Lewin after Javon James was the intended target for Reed. Here's on the ball once more. And Lewin doing well there. And O'Shea Nation has seen enough of the first half. It's 0-all at the break. Treasure Beach and Arnett Gardens, the first encounter. And for the team from St. Elizabeth, it hasn't been a bad outing so far. Of course, Arnett Gardens having a dominant display from an attacking perspective, unable to find the opening goal so far. Xavier Gilbert will have some time to talk with his troops in the halftime break. So at the half, it's 0-all. Arnett Gardens and Treasure Beach. Match week 13. Ray Neffy, Jamaica Premier League on the home of champions. Welcome back to the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex for Ray Neffy, Jamaica Premier League action. Arnett Gardens and Treasure Beach 0-all at the half. Getting ready for second half action. Certainly hasn't been a dull watch at all. I've seen sufficient goalmouth action on both ends of the pitch. And the defenders have come to play as well. Let's see what will happen in the second half. Treasure Beach in yellow shorts and white with yellow and green tops.
Substitution for the Arnett States is number 22, Roisin Thompson, being replaced by number 10, Rashid Nelson.
Substitution being made by Arnett Gardens. Roisin Thompson leaves the field and Rashiki Kelson enters in his stead. Unchanged lineup for Treasure Beach. Shea Nation, the man with the whistle. Arnett Gardens with the kickoff. Warner Brown there, finding Shepard. Wing. Here's James. Still keeping possession there on it after that close touch. Gerald Neal coming forward, finding Brown. Shepard goes further wide to wing, getting it to Jaheim Thomas. Thomas getting the shot off, but it was blocked by the defensive work of Jamara Hall. Throwing for Arnett Gardens. They've come out very purposeful so far. Dwyer played that out for a corner kick. Shepard lifts it in. Well away from the area. Neil turling well. Herrera again on hand to help in the defense. It's another corner kick for Arnett Gardens. Lewin trying to play it forward. Nemard forceful in that clearance just a while ago. Still with Arnett Gardens though. James trying to lift it. Headed away by Treasure Beach and out for a throw-in. Lewin, the man there with the header. Neal all the way across to Watson. Wing. Shepard. That ball was intended for Warner Brown but cut out. Treasure Beach trying to go the other way. Courtney Wright goes into traffic, gives it away, and ends up fouling Fabian Reed. Taken quickly. Here's Shea Smith lifting it across. It was behind Warner Brown, and Lewin getting himself in a bit of bother there, but manages to get away. Lewin plays it forward, trying to connect with Tavar Thompson. Does well and leaves his man for dead. Thompson, can he get it across? No, he can't. Rashika Kelson was calm about it, and they play out now. Smith lifts it forward. Fabian Reed on the end of it. Hall with him. Reed connects well with Wing. Wing gets it back to Reed. Reed!
Looking for goal number 75, Fabian Reed. Wasn't far away. Nice link-up play. Well, wasn't that close either. Lots of power behind it, but always going over. Not the kind of area you want to be giving Fabian Reed too many opportunities. Treasure Beach. He scores more than he misses.
Here's Arnett Gardens once more. Shea Smith. Can this be a magical moment for him? Romario Smith was willing to give up the throw. Shepherd has space and finds James. Dr. Shepherd. Reed trying to connect with Kelson there. Watson. Dwyer. Wing on the ball for Arnett Gardens. Goes all the way back to Gerald Neal. Warner Brown trying to cut inside. Shepherd. That chip forward. Handled by Holmes. Result stands. They'd be equal on points with Treasure Beach, with Mullines on 8. A win would see them climb out of the relegation zone.
And as it stands, they have a better goal difference than Mullines. So yeah, they would actually come out of the relegation zone. Treasure Beach, they would move into 12th. Mullines would drop into relegation with Lime Hall. I think if they can manage a draw here, they would take it at Arnett Gardens, who are one of the high-flying teams, currently in 4th position.
Gerald Neal there, showing a yellow card for that challenge on Tedlar Parchment. Right. Parchment did go down easily. Fall forward, cut out well by Hall. There's Lewin on the ball for Treasure Beach. He does have an air of confidence as Lewin. Lost possession, here's a Shepherd. All the way across to fill on the wing. Watson. Neal to James. So much space here in the middle of the park for Arnett Gardens, and they managed to get that one in, but it was offside. Shiki Kelson.
Eugene Williams here again. Former Arnett Gardens player, head coach at Charlie Smith. Big Head, his nickname.
Here's Fabian Reed.
Parker Black's his nickname.
Holmes was off his line, and Fabian Reed said, "I'll try at any cost."
I just thought he was going to make Holmes pay there because it fell nicely to him. Had to spin and shoot, but he was a bit disoriented and miskicked it. Was a chance though.
Animated Amar Brambo Wedderburn. James Thomas trying to find Warner Brown, has the pace to get it. Jamara Hall is with him, gets the pass. Offensive clearance there made, goes the way of Watson for Arnett, trying to bring in Shea Smith. Good first touch from Smith in the area. Back heel to James, lifts it across, the header is on! Welcome back, Parker Blacks! Fabian Reed from India, back to the jungle, back to goal scoring form. Arnett Gardens, color red, they're loving it, and the flags are waving high. Chris Taylor.
75 on the career for Fabian Reed. You just can't stop him from scoring. 16 he scored last season, equaling his best ever Premier League season. Shea Smith did well. Nice back heel there. And then the pass from Javon James, who picks up an assist. And yeah, good finish by Fabian Reed off the head. His first of the season from India with love.
Well worked goal on that occasion. How will Treasure Beach respond? Shanoy Smith on the ball for Treasure Beach. Gets it to Parchment. Here's Wright. His pass was wayward. Wing plays it forward. Nemad to Wright. To Smith. Back to Wright, and manages to poke it forward. It's a free kick for Treasure Beach. Just over half an hour to play in this one. Smith couldn't control that one, and Arnett Gardens gave it away again. Here's Dwyer. Can he have a delivery of the ilk of Javon James? Gets it in the area, but booted out. Here's Arnett Gardens. Reed. Further forward. Lewin was there. Does well to come away with it. Lorenzo Lewin. Diminutive, but has an air of swagger. Still Lewin. Can he fire? Well, he can, but it was wide. Asher Hutchinson, eager to get the ball. He went all the way for that one. And did give up a throw-in.
Number 12, Kimani Case. But to replace number 19, Tavar Thompson.
Kimani Case comes on for Tavar Thompson. Throw taken from Dwyer, headed on by Parchment, but Arnett able to boot it away. Here's Lewin once more. Right. Ball forward for James. Can he have another delivery like the second? Did come across, but Nemad was there. Ball fell nicely for Smith. Did have a bit of hesitation there, did Smith. And he didn't get to pop the question on Carlisle Holmes. Corner taken short. Smith. Lifted in the area, head around. Warner Brown. Not in it, wide of the mark. Treasure Beach tried to go the other way quickly. That's broken up. Warner Brown. Getting it across. Kelson! The pressure is mounting on Treasure Beach. But joy is filling the jungle. Arnett Gardens loving their moment. Fabian Reed with the first, Rashiki Kelson with the second. Xavier Gilbert with the joy.
Yeah, showing their quality, showing their superiority over Treasure Beach now. Lovely move on the wide side from Warner Brown. Fabian Reed will pick up the assist. Good work initially by Brown though. Found the pass, it was bobbling to Reed, who just flicked it on to Kelson. Kelson's first touch wasn't the best, but he was quick enough to make amends. And he adds his second of the season. Yeah, Holmes, it's that kind of night. And Treasure Beach, who haven't scored in 3 weeks, this making it 4 so far, again have conceded more. A pair of 2-0s and a 1-0 loss. And looking down the barrel of yet another in a season where they have just managed 2 victories from their 11 matches. Conceding some 21 goals now, Treasure Beach, and this half an hour away from being their 9th defeat of the season. So more frustration for Rambo Weatherburn. You can see it on his face. And again, for a lot of this game, as you would say, 60 minutes, competing, being resilient, but lacking the quality. Yeah, he's not pleased at all, is he? Lacking the quality. And then when you look at his bench, what he can bring off of his bench, nothing compared to what an Arnett Gardens can, for example. Even though Arnett Gardens are a lot more depleted than they usually are.
Yeah. Well, you won't be depleted if you download the SportsMax app today. It's for free on the Google Play or the Apple App Store. And there's so much sporting content at your disposal, at your fingertip, really. JPL action, UEFA Champions League, and so much more. Get the SportsMax app. The wing on the ball for Arnett Gardens. Kelson. James. Smith. Shepherd, that ball cut out by Dwyer. Ball fell nicely. Here's another chance, but Holmes equal to that one. Herrera to Dwyer. Ball played forward. Parchment handled the ball when he tried to bring it under control.
First to exit the field, number 11, Sean Smith, who will be replaced by number 9. Terran Mesa. Also coming out, number 24, Tedlar Parchment, and he will be replaced by number 20, Jay Jennings.
Pair of changes made by Treasure Beach. Jay Jamieson comes on, as well as Ferran Messam. Replacing Tedlar Parchment and Shinoy Smith, respectively. Now 3 changes they've made, Treasure Beach. Concussion protocol demands an immediate response from the medical staff. And a pause to the game. Gerald Neal down for Arnett. Looks to be Herrera. Janae has someone in the stands. We'd love to hear who she has.
Yes, Dean. I am here with Aubin Henry, the marketing and sponsorship manager for Treasure Beach Football Club. Aubin, I know you've been doing a good job so far because the fans are coming out. You guys have a mascot, you guys have flags. Talk to me about how you go about that process.
All right, so as though that we are a new team in the JPL, a lot of stuff has to be done. So in regards to planning at it, we do it day by day, step in, step out. Treasure Beach, the whole community, all of us just come together every single day and we plan ahead of every single match, and then we say how we're going to get this done in regards to the youth group, in regards to the hotels, in regards to the farmers. All of us come together to actually see how we can fill each bus day in, day out.
Well, I know I've seen Treasure Beach's Instagram page. It is full. It's very active as well. Do you manage that as well?
Right. So I have a say in the marketing of the page, but we have a team because, as I said, we're new to the league. So we have to delegate tasks to stay in the league.
Okay, well, Treasure Beach is playing against a tough team, Arnett Gardens. Do you think, based on the performances that Treasure Beach has been having over the weeks, that they will get out of that relegation spot? Because you guys are putting a lot into the team, but now it's for the team to produce. Do you think that they will?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, we're new to the league, but we have 2 wins and 1 draw. So that definitely means that we have what it takes to compete. I mean, right now we're down 2-0, but the game isn't finished as yet. So nothing stops until the whistle finished.
Well, you're definitely right, Albin. Thank you for talking to me. The game isn't finished. It is 90 minutes. The ball is round. So let's see what happens for the rest of the match. Back to you, Chris and Dean.
Thank you so much. Treasure Beach getting a corner kick. That passage of play. Courtney Wright going there to take up those duties. Lifted in the area. Header on and wasn't a lot of power on it from the head of Smith. Jahan James, the player down, being treated by the medical staff. Yeah, what's a football match without this Thursday soup?
What is a football match at Arnett Gardens without their famous soup and jerk chicken? Or pan chicken. Well known here, well supported here. Community based. Grab a foil. Have you tasted both? I've had both on more than one occasion.
Haven't.
The soup is excellent.
Haven't just yet. Donuts are here as well.
I haven't tried those. But the soup and the chicken, really good. It's worth it.
Neymar there, giving much space to Fabian Reed. Free kick for Arnett Gardens, lifted in the area. Neymar did get a touch there. He's Jay Jamison, substitute. Gave it away to Kelson. Had to foul in the end. Two-man wall being set up. Kimani Case and Jay Jamison, the substitutes, a part of that. Kelson with the delivery in the area. And perhaps the shortest play on the park did get the header our way. wing. Shepard went all the way to Asher Hutchinson. Smith. Taken quickly. Louis. Too much on the play there and out of touch for a throw in for Arnett Gardens.
Substitution for the Arnett Gardens team. She's number 6, Joel Jones, coming in for number 15, Javon James. Substitution completed in the 76th minute.
Joel Jones coming on for Javon James, who had the assist for the first goal. James did have some medical help a few moments ago. Still on the wing there in the wars, but Arnett Gardens still pushing forward. Still on the wing. Being treated.
Substitution for Arnett Gardens, Roderick Gladwell. Gladwell, number 14, replace number 19, Philander Wick. Also coming in, number 31, Canaldo Brown.
Another change. More changes being made by Arnett Gardens.
We replace number 18,
Philander Wing
Jay Thomas.
exited the field of play.
Substitution 78.
31 coming on for Arnett Gardens. That's Canaldo Brown. Replacing Jaheim Thomas. Lewin. Right. Herrera. Good combination play. Lewin still there. Brought down by the substitute Jones. He'll go into the books as well.
Easy call there for Shane Nation. Couldn't it have been any later from Joel Jones, certainly not picking up the pace of play. And Lewin is one of the quickest on the park, for sure. No chance of playing the ball.
Here's the delivery. Should come back to Treasure Beach. Smith. Right. Back to Smith. Back to Wright. Back to Smith. Smith with a team effort. Oh, in trouble, Asher Hutchinson. Messam on the ball. Holmes gave it away. Warner Brown is through on goal. It's been saved. The follow-up. It's poor from Kelson.
Warner Brown probably trying to be a little bit too fancy in the end with the finish. And it cost him a goal. That should have been number 3 for Arnett Gardens. Nice back from Kelson. The first touch was excellent from Warner Brown. Maybe it was just a bit of a tackle coming in there, but he did take quite some time, did Brown, to execute the finish after such a scrumptious first touch. And then Rashiki Kelson on his weaker side with the follow-up well over the bar. But yeah, that should have been number 3 for Arnett Gardens.
Kelson turning well.
20 goals now in the season for Arnett Gardens. They do have a match in hand. This is just their 12th match. 3 teams above them have played 13.
Arnett Gardens in possession. Kelson is trying to slip that one through for Fabian Reed. Treasure Beach in possession through Wright. Oh, he slipped there. Arnett Gardens able to go the other way now. Warner Brown would have been offside, but referee opts to keep play going.
It comes number 28, Amali King, making his debut for the senior team. And presently, returning captain Fabian Reed, the first goal scorer tonight. So Fabian Reed,
Amali King Youngster comes on for the veteran. Facing Fabian Reed.
Fresh from schoolboy football with Jamaica College, Amali King. Making his debut. Fabian Reed, a goal and assist. Good night's work.
Neymar there with a simple challenge. Here's King. Jones. Brown. Charged down in time. Granville couldn't get the shot off with any great level of power or anything like that. They do get a corner kick though. In the area. Shea Smith was trying to get ahead on that one.
What a control that was from Warner Brown. Certainly has the touches, Warner Brown. Hasn't been as sharp in terms of his finishes like we saw last season with Tivoli Gardens, or even in his time in schoolboy football, but very good technique. Sometimes you just need those goals to come for you to regain that sharpness. Ask Andre Fletcher about that from Waterhouse.
Here's Granville trying to lift it across. Shepherd. His shot charged on by Nemad.
That's going to be offside though.
Here they come. Herrera. Straight to the keeper. Taken quickly by Treasure Beach. Can they make the most of this one? SportsMax app moment, brought to you by the SportsMax app. Shea Smith with a delightful touch. Wonderful back heel delivery. Head. Welcome back, Fabian Reed. The first goal of the encounter. Wonderfully worked goal. Started with the control of Shea Smith, who incidentally popped the question today. Here they come again, Arnett. Able to clear. Final 2 minutes in normal time. Courtney Wright on the ball for Treasure Beach. Gets the return ball. Smith. Dwyer. Smith. Jamieson got it to Herrera. Courtney Wright with a poor touch. Can they come again? No, they can't. Messam gave that one away. And Granville trying to go the other direction. Gave up the throw in. Taken quickly by Treasure Beach. Throw taken by Dwight, headed away. Samara Hall there. Fabian Reed, has he done enough to eke out a man of the match performance on his return? I'd defer to your wisdom, Christopher Taylor.
Probably has.
Granville.
Substitutes have done well since coming on for Arnett Gardens as well. They've kept it lively up front. Amali, King, Granville and company. Yeah, I don't think anyone has really done a lot necessarily for Arnett Gardens, but yeah, Fabian Reed's quality does show. The finish as well as the assist for Kelson. Treasure Beach haven't really asked a lot of questions of Arnett Gardens defensively. Neil has had a pretty solid game, so has Shepherd in the middle of the park. Philando wing before getting injured, had injured for than a few. It's been a solid team performance generally, nothing exciting. Kelson has come off the bench. I think he's been playing well actually since he's come off. I was surprised he didn't start, Kelson. So, but yeah, I think at the end, if you're adding up points, Fabian Reed will come out just on top. And everybody was looking for that lead as well with the captain's armband, especially Arnett coming off of a 2-0 loss at the hands of Portmore.
Here's King, through on goal, got by, Holmes got back.
Yeah, should have passed it after he got past the keeper. Was going for glory in the end. Yeah, he knows it. But yeah, they needed that leadership to get back to winning ways. And Fabian Reed in throughout the game. Warner Brown has not had a bad game, but needs to sharpen up his finishing.
Yeah.
You could see him talking to Warner, giving him some advice. Early in the game, you saw him talking to Smith as well. So that's the kind of thing you need from a 32-year-old veteran in this league.
Card being shown to Kimani Case.
I think all the players were thinking it's a Treasure Beach free kick, but it's an Arnett Gardens free kick, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they thought that Shepherd had committed a foul, but there was a foul before that. And no surprise that Case goes into the book.
Whistle can go at any moment now. And it does go. Ashe Nation has seen enough. 2 second-half goals. 3, make that 3. Make that, forgive me, 2 second-half goals for Arnett Gardens. Sees them eke out a win in match week 13 in the Ray and Effort Jamaica Premier League. Treasure Beach condemned to another loss. Xavier Gilbert, another win. been a tough going for the newly promoted teams, Treasure Beach and Lime Hall, and that has continued today. Well, the experience and the superior play, certainly of Arnett Gardens, has been enough, and it proved the turning point in the end. Arnett Gardens 2, Treasure Beach 0. Off under the lights, and Treasure Beach, they had their moments. Smith there with that attempt early, went wide. Arnett Gardens were not to be left behind, and Jaheim Thomas there getting that chance and did breach the keeper, and Nemard recovered well, blasted it away. This corner, Gerald Neal got beneath it, needed to be above it, headed it over the top. Shea Smith got engaged today and was trying to engage the goal as well. That one flashed wide. Second half action now. What a touch from Shea Smith. Look at this back heel. The delivery from James. The man returning with fury. Fabian Reed, 75 goals in his career in the JPL. His first of this season, a return from India with the same goal-scoring prowess. That was the opening goal for Arnett Gardens. Yeah, it's that kind of afternoon. They will continue to push forward. Arnett Gardens, Warner Brown doing well, bobbled pass. Fabian Reed with the assist as Kelson, the substitute, was able to convert beyond the homes. Good work from Warner Brown. Good flick on. The first touch wasn't the greatest, but he did manage to get the all-important second touch into the back of the net. 2 goals in the evening. Under the lights, Arnett Gardens. Another look at it. That shot from Herrera straight to Asher Hutchinson in goal for Arnett Gardens. And Ashay Nation saw enough of that one. Arnett Gardens 2, Treasure Beach 0. Full-time stats. Arnett Gardens 4 shots on target from 11 attempts, 2 from 4 attempts for Treasure Beach. 20 fouls, 15 of them to Treasure Beach. They had 2 yellow cards, the same amount as Arnett Gardens. 2 offsides for Arnett Gardens, 1 for Treasure Beach. 9 corners they had to Treasure Beach's 2. 2 saves made by each keeper, and the lion's share of the possession and both goals. 64% to Arnett Gardens, 2 goals and a clean sheet.
Fabian, welcome back to the Jamaica Premier League. Wigabang, a goal and an assist, 75 on your career. Tell me something about those stats.
Yeah, nice enough to score 75 goals for Arnett Gardens, you understand, in my career, you understand? And a lot more to come, you understand, yeah.
And as I said, welcome back from India. Tell me about that stint as well. How positive was that experience, and how much does it mean to play outside of Jamaica and carry your culture elsewhere?
All right, to be honest, you know, it's not the first time we're going outside to play, you know, you understand? We go outside around 2 times already, you understand? So we're used to it still, but we go outside since 1 year to India and show them, say, we can do it, you understand? We can score goals same, no matter what, you understand? But things never work out or me the one still, but I continue to work, things in the pipeline same, you understand?
We know you're always working hard. Tell me what it means to come back and wear the captain's armband. Of course, Arnett Gardens would have been coming off of a loss. How integral was your leadership?
My leadership, you know, for you know, Fabian Reed out there, you know, and Arnett Gardens want a goal, you know. It's a team sport, you know, but I have to push myself, you understand, because them know what them can expect from me, goals. So whenever I get the chance, I have to try to say, put it away for my team, get the lead.
All right, congrats on the win. Congrats on the goal again. We expect a lot more from you as the season goes on. All the best, Parker Blacks.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man.
Fabian Reed there, our man of the match from Arnett Gardens, wearing the number 13. A goal and an assist for him as he continues in his Premier League career. 75 goals in his Premier League career. Fabian Reed And Arnett Gardens needed one of them today to secure victory against this man's team, Omar Wedderburn. Omar, we can see it on your face, frustration yet again. You battle well for, let's say, 65 minutes, but then careless mistakes in the defense and it cost you.
Yes, as I said before, you know, that's the experience that I talk about before the game starts. You know, we have to get experienced players who know to grind it out when the times get rough. Because playing against a striker like that, we have an experienced goalkeeper or defender who would say, oh, don't leave him free. So I know you need experience, as I say. We have to have experienced players who understand the league to really help us to stay in the league. And, you know, I spit it out before the game, and as I could say, yeah, that is one of the main factors.
As you'll be very much aware, though, these players playing now are gaining experience along the way. Do you think that they have the raw materials to eventually provide the performances that you need?
Yes, but we need help. Yeah, them alone cannot do it, you know. And honestly, it don't feel good to play every game and lose. You know, worst season this for me so far. And, you know, we have at least 3 weeks to really get that right. And trust me, it's going to happen.
And we expect you to do good work in the transfer window as well.
Yes, you know, that is our main objective right now, you know. So we come here to really honor the fixtures tonight. Just looking for a bit of change with some of the players them so we can actually handpick what we need from out of what you see tonight.
We know you will always be back stronger. Safe travels. We know you have a long drive ahead of you, and all the best for the weeks to come.
Big up.
Omar Wedderburn there in charge of Treasure Beach and suffering yet another loss in a row. And 4 games now without scoring. Well, goal scoring is something he's been doing, Xavier Gilbert. And as you said, Xavier, at the start of the game, when you have a strong defensive performance, you tend to come out with the victories. And yet again, goals and a clean sheet.
Yeah, and I'm pretty happy the way some of the guys stepped up tonight, you know. Some of them first time in position, you know. We have injuries, illness, and a lot of things going on. But I must lift my hats off to them the way they executed tonight.
Lots of changes, as you said. It means opportunity for new players. But Fabian Reid coming back in, the leadership was what you were saying was important, and he provided that as well as a goal and assist.
I mean, certainly. And that's something that we expect, and that's something I think we're blessed with more than anything else. His presence, his leadership, and the maturity. Very experienced player in the league, knows, understands, plays both here and overseas. And what he brings to the table, I mean, it's magnificent. You know, we're happy that we have him back, and of course, I mean, getting on the goal scoring sheet tonight is also a plus.
And the more players you have scoring, as you said, the more options going forward. Transfer market available as well. Is Arnett Gardens doing business in that? Or you're comfortable with the squad you have?
To be honest, I think with what's happening now, we might have to look in the market. We want to continue to develop the younger players and give them the opportunity. But there are certain positions I think that we need some strength, you know. We're going to really look into that and see how we can bolster that. And I mean, we also have to make sure that we get the right deal and not necessarily the best players, but the right players that is fitting into what we want to do and how we want to move forward.
And a solid 4th position. Arnett Gardens continue to climb the table. So good work today and all the best.
Yeah, man, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Results for match week 13. Montego United beating Tivoli 2-1. Similar result. Waterhouse ahead of Harbourview. Mount Pleasant 4-1 over Lime Hall. 2-1 for Dumby Holland over Veer. 4-1 for Portmore United over Humble Lion. Cavalier beating Malines today 3-0. And Arnett Gardens beating Treasure Beach 2-0. Here's the table after these fixtures. Mount Pleasant and Portmore atop the table, 28 and 27 points respectively. Treasure Beach and Lime Hall still rooted at the bottom, 7 and 4. The top 6 has a Tivoli Gardens, Arnett Gardens, Cavalier and Dumby Holden, with Waterhouse, Veer, Mubay, Humble Lion, Harbourview and Malines outside of the top 6 and safely away from the relegation zone at the moment. Confirmation of the full-time score. Arnett Gardens 2, Treasure Beach 0. Rain for Jamaica Premier League action from the Tony Spalding Sports Complex.